Hello everyone, welcome to Chem India Academy. Now we are going to discuss remaining problems on NMR spectroscopy in GATE examination. Okay. Now I have discussed all important notes in lecture 1. Okay. I already discussed all important points that required for the structural determination. Okay, in the first part. So I have given that link in the I button. Please watch this video before watching this video. Okay, because only if you watch first that video, then and then only you can understand all these things. Okay, so let us start our first question. Let us start to solve our first question. So what is this question? In this question they ask that the number of signal that appear in a proton decoupled carbon 13 NMR spectrum. Okay, and given compound is the benzonitrile. If you draw the structure of benzonitrile, the structure is look like this. Okay, CN, and if you see here is one plane of symmetry is passing through this nitrogen, carbon, and okay, from this. So this is the plane of symmetry. So find out the total number of carbon atom, then we can find out the total number of signal appear. Different type of carbon will give different signals. Okay, so here is one type of carbon, this is second type, or this is third type, then this is fourth type carbon, all both are the equal environment. Okay, then this is fifth type of carbon. So there is total fifth types of carbons are present. Okay, this implies that compound, that is benzonitrile, will give 5 signals. Okay, so our correct option will be the 5. Then next problem is from GATE 2012. Okay, so in that case we have non-boron. Okay, non-boron. So first we have to, let us see first how to do numbering for non-boron system. Okay, so here is the first, 2, third, 4, 6, 7, sorry, 6 or 7. This is the numbering system for the non-boron. Okay, so we have 7 non-boron, means at 7th position there is a carbonyl group. Okay, there is a carbonyl group, and if you see here यहाँ पे दो टाइप का प्लेन ऑफ सिमेट्री प्रेजेंट होगा. ओके, सो पहला कौन सा है? पहला तो यहाँ से एक प्लेन ऑफ सिमेट्री पास होगा जो कि इस पूरे कार्बोनिल ग्रुप को कट करते हुए चला जाएगा. ओके, बीच में से. सो ये जो कंपाउंड से ये और ये जो कार्बन एटम है ये सिमिलर कार्बन एटम होंगे. ओके, ये और दूसरा है कि इसको लेके एक प्लेन ऑफ सिमेट्री पास हो जाएगा, तो ये जो कार्बन एटम है ये भी सिमिलर टाइप के होंगे, और यहाँ पे थर्ड टाइप का कार्बन होगा. तो अपना टोटल कितना टाइप का कार्बन एटम प्रेजेंट है इसमें? 3 टाइप ऑफ कार्बन एटम आर प्रेजेंट इन दिस 7 non-boron system. So our correct option will be the option number 3. Now we are going to see the problem which is asked in GATE 2012. So in this compound they given that methyl bromide exhibit which type of signal? Okay, MS2 M+2 signal. So you know that any bromine atom, if you have any bromine containing compound, that will give intensity ratio according to the Pascal triangle. Okay, Pascal triangle. So use Pascal triangle to determine the intensity ratio. So 1 2, okay, 1 2 1. So this is when intensity when nuclei is 0. If 1 nuclei, then intensity ratio will be 1:1. If 2 bromine, then there is an intensity ratio 1:2:1. So for methyl bromide there is only one Br. This implies that intensity ratio of MS2 M+2 is 1:1. Okay, so our correct option will be the option number C. And suppose you have CH2 and Br. Okay, dibromoethane. So for that there are two Br atoms. So in that case the ratio of NH2 M+2 M+4, this ratio will be 1:2:1, because this compound contain 2 bromine. So for when compound containing 2 bromine, according to Pascal triangle, the intensity ratio will be the 1:2:1. Okay, now we are going to see the next problem from GATE 2011. Okay, in that case they given this compound. Okay, carbon attached to hydrogen, fluorine, then here PCl2, PCl2. Okay, so first we have to calculate the spectrum for 1H NMR. Okay, then we are going to solve for 1331 PR. Okay, if you calculate the splitting pattern for proton, then it will split fluorine and it will couple with the fluorine and phosphorus. Okay, so for fluorine there is a 2Ni plus 1. 2N means total number of fluorine atom 1. Okay, I value 1/2 plus 1. Then for phosphorus 2 into total number of phosphorus, how many? 2 phosphorus, then I value 1/2 plus 1. Okay, so if you calculate this part, then you get value for this 2 get cancel and 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Okay, and for this 2 get cancel, 2 plus 1 equal to 3. Okay, this implies that this for 1A spectra, first this fluorine is smaller nucleus, so this fluorine will split into doublet. Okay, first fluorine will be split because this is smaller nuclei, followed by this bulkier nuclei will be split. Okay, every time. So our bulkier nuclei is splitted as a triplet, so it will give 2 triplet. So our compound, overall our 1H NMR spectrum will give 2 triplets. Now check the option which having first 2 triplets in the options. So if you look at the option number C, then in that case our 1H NMR spectra having the 2 triplets. So our correct option will be the option number C. Now next problem is from GATE 2011. Okay, now in that case they asked the ketone on treatment with bromine in methanol that will gives the corresponding monobromo compound X. Okay, having molecular formula C5H9BRO. So then also they given the X compound when treated with NaOMe in methanol, they will produce Y. So we have to find out the X and Y. Okay, so this is the spectral data for X. Then from that we can find out the which is the X compound. Okay, तो at 4.10 पे 2 प्रोटॉन के लिए सिंगलेट मिल रहा है. ओके, तो यहाँ पे देखो कि कौन सा कंपाउंड में 2H के लिए सिंगलेट मिलेगा. तो यहाँ पे 2H के लिए क्या मिल रहा है, यहाँ पे डबलेट मिल रहा है बिकॉज यहाँ पे एक हाइड्रोजन प्रेजेंट है. तो कंपाउंड ये विल नॉट करेक्ट ऑप्शन. ओके, इट इज इनकरेक्ट. सो नेक्स्ट हियर आल्सो CH2 ग्रुप, बट in that adjacent position also one hydrogen, so this 2CH will give this 2 hydrogen will give doublet, so this is also wrong option. Now next this compound C does not contain any CH2 group, so this is also wrong option. So only D option having the CH2 group. Okay, this is CH2 group. So for that 2 hydrogen atom there is the singlet because there is no hydrogen atom present on the adjacent position. So option D will be the correct answer. Now next problem, that is question number 55. Okay, now we have to find out the major product. Okay, when this compound X is treated with the sodium methoxide in methanol. Okay, so let us treat. So if you treat first with this NaOMe, then what happen, the abstraction of proton from this carbon atom will take place. Okay, so OMe minus will attack on this and this negative charge will be here. Okay, so we get methyl Br. Okay, here. Okay, here negative charge. Now this negative charge will attack here and this bromyl will leave here. Okay, so we get this 3-membered strain ring. Okay, now next OMe molecule will attack on this carbonyl group. Okay, and it will give this compound. So we get O minus OMe. Okay, and here 2 methyl groups. So next when this negative charge come back, then this strain ring will be open and we get this compound. Okay, this is our compound and this is the major product which is indicated by Y. So our Y will be our compound B. So correct answer will be the compound B. Okay, in this question we have to calculate the which type of signals are present in this compound P4S3. So first draw the structure of P4S3. Phosphorus, okay, पहले प्लस का साइन लगा दो और वहाँ पे फॉस्फोरस दे दो। ओके, देन जोड़ दो सभी को। ओके, और ये अभी जो 3 सल्फर है वो 2 फॉस्फोरस के बीच में लगा दो, कौन से भी। ओके, ये जो 3 फॉस्फोरस जो है उसमें 2 फॉस्फोरस के बीच में सल्फर एटम अटैच है। इसका मतलब है कि ये तीनों एटम, 3 फॉस्फोरस एटम सिमिलर टाइप के हैं। ओके, ये ए टाइप के और दिस इज अनदर टाइप ऑफ बी। सो दिस when we take for 31 PNMR, this Pb will give the splitting due to this 3 phosphorus. So Pb will give the quartet due to this 3 Pa, and okay, and this 3 Pa proton will give the doublet due to this 1 Pb atom. Okay, so our compound will contain 1 quartet and 1 doublet. So only option C having a doublet and a quartet. So our option C will be the correct answer. Now next question from GATE 2009. So in that question they asked that is the formation of compound X can be inferred by disappearance of 1H NMR signal at at which chemical shift value. So अगर इस कंपाउंड के साथ रिएक्शन करेंगे तो कौन सा सिग्नल डिसअपियर होगा। तो क्या होता है कि अगर हम लोग इस कंपाउंड का इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ लाइट CD3OD के साथ अगर रिएक्शन करेंगे तो जो अल्डेहाइड हाइड्रोजन होता है वो रिप्लेस होता है ड्यूटेरियम से। ओके, सो अपना जो कंपाउंड मिलता है वो मिलता है ड्यूटेरिएटेड। ओके, और यहाँ पे मिथाइल होगा, यहाँ पे OMe होगा। तो इसका मतलब है कि ये कंपाउंड का जो सिग्नल है हाइड्रोजन का वो डिसअपियर होगा। और हमको पता है कि जो 1H NMR का जो रेंज है उसमें 8.5 to 10 का बीच का जो 10 ppm का जो रेंज होता है वो अल्डेहाइडिक प्रोटॉन का होता है। और इस स्पेक्ट्रल डेटा में आप देखोगे तो 9.7 1H सिंगलेट जो है ये अल्डेहाइडिक प्रोटॉन का पीक है। इसका मतलब है कि जो ये पीक जो है वो डिसअपियर होगा। सो गाइस नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सी द प्रॉब्लम आस्क्ड इन गेट 2007। ओके, इस क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछा है, तो हमको J का वैल्यू जो है, J का वैल्यू से कंपाउंड को मैच कराना है। ओके, सो हमने पहले ही देखा है नोट्स में कि अगर J का वैल्यू हायर होगा 16 हर्ट्ज, इसका मतलब होता है कि देयर इज अ ट्रांस प्रोटॉन प्रेजेंट। ओके, ट्रांस कपलिंग। तो ये जो ट्रांस प्रोटॉन होता है ये क्या करता है, कपल कर जाता है। तो अगर ये कपलिंग होगा तो वहाँ पे J का वैल्यू होगा वो वेरी हाई वैल्यू होगा। ओके, नियरली 16 हर्ट्ज। तो आप देखो यहाँ पे 16 हर्ट्ज के अप्रॉक्स कोई वैल्यू है क्या, तो ये है। और ट्रांस हाइड्रोजन कहाँ पे वो देख लो, तो ट्रांस हाइड्रोजन हमको ऑप्शन नंबर बी में दिखाई दे रहा है। तो इसका मतलब ये 15 हर्ट्ज वैल्यू होगा किसके लिए, कंपाउंड बी के लिए। सो ओनली वन ऑप्शन हैविंग, ओके, ओनली बी ऑप्शन हैविंग दिस पॉसिबिलिटी। सो बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. Thank you guys for watching this. All these concepts are clear to you. If you like this video, then please do like, share and subscribe this video. Okay, thank you.